Okay guys, I'm about to go uphill. I'm pushing the stroller, as you can see. The baby is sleeping, snug as a bug is in a rug. And I am going to push the stroller all the way uphill. With one hand, too. I love doing this. It's such good exercise. Cardiovascular exercise is so good. Obviously for your heart, it's cardiovascular. Cardio. Well, there goes that. Not even out of breath. What do you think? My heart is barely racing, which is a good sign, you know. Exercise is so important to keep a healthy stamina, healthy body, healthy brain function. Because you have to realize everything is in coordinates with one another. Everything works in sync. And when you have one disadvantage, it really takes a toll, like a domino effect. My allergies are killing me. So it's a beautiful November night. It's 11:11. Today is 11:11, and I told the security guard, I was like, oh, it's 11:11. And then I was like, every time I look at the clock, it's 11:11. There's not a day that goes by that it's not 11:11. It's crazy, right? It's like every day I look at the clock and it's 11:11. Okay, it's absolutely amazing how that could be. How I could experience this. It's like a phenomenon. It really is. I just feel so blessed to have my son. I love him so much. He's such a good boy. And I just have so much to say. Sometimes I don't know where to start. Sometimes when you have so much to tell and you have so many talents, it's kind of like I gotta go backwards because I can't see. Oh my god, I gotta go around because this guy's blocking the whole damn street. Oh god. It's not easy getting around in New York City. It's quite tedious sometimes. But I know how to maneuver. I'm very good at it. I'm very good at maneuvering the stroller. I really am. Oh wow, look at that. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see it, but it's such a cool garden. It's like a spooky garden. They have a lot of community gardens around here, but some of the people, the caretakers, they really, unfortunately, they hog it for their own families, their own friends, and it's supposed to be for the community. It's not supposed to be for a person to hog for themselves. I mean, I understand they don't want, people messing it up and taking advantage or whatnot, or doing, being disruptive, but at the same time, you set ground rules, and if a person doesn't abide by the rules, you tell them to go see where they gotta go, out the door. Oh my god, guys, it's a full moon. Oh my god, yes. Oh my my God, it's a full moon. On 11/11, it's a full moon. Yes. Oh my God, Weedy Bee. We got to take a picture of that. My baby's sleeping. My baby. Oh my God, guys, it is. Where's my. I'm like, my hand is in the way. But it is a full moon. Like, I just got so excited. I get excited for that kind of stuff. Like, you can see it in my face. My whole face will just like, whoosh, it'll just liven up and you'll see the life in me. It is a full moon, guys. It is amazing. Oh my God. Let me see if I can get it in the background. There it is. There's the full moon, guys. Isn't that amazing? That is amazing. On 11/11, it's a full moon. What a blessing. What an absolute blessing. You know what I love? I think it's so funny. It's like, wherever I go, hold on, I gotta pull my, you know when you wear certain pants, you gotta constantly pull them up. Yeah, so these are those. These are those. So, and my nail just broke. I'm like pissed. But it's funny. It's like wherever I go, it's like, you know, the oldest trick in the book with guys that are intimidated by women. They kind of act like they're not there. It's so fun. It's like, you know, women know that men do these things, and it's like they still do it. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's funny. And then if you got a girl that's jealous of you, you know what I'm saying? She'll act like, oh my God, like you're the skeeviest thing. It's just so ridiculous. It really is. But I pray for people like that. You know, obviously they're suffering from insecurities. Listen, we all have insecurities, every single one of us. And for anybody to say that they're not insecure about something, I find that very hard to believe. But yes, it is a full moon. It is beautiful. It looks so, it's just like an autumn picture of perfection. Absolutely. Look at this. That is just so amazing. I wish the street lamp wasn't there. Look. There we go. Look at that. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Right? I love it. But, so I want to start out not my story, a true story, my life. I want to start it out in a way that is not too confusing, all factual. Like I said, I'm breaking it down into intervals, chronological order, from birth to present day. And that is really the only way to do it, because if you leave any information out, it kind of leaves a gap in a person's thought process, like, well, what about this, what about that, if the person is even interested. I think my story is very interesting, and I'm tired of saying about my story. I want to start telling it. It's just because there's certain aspects about my life that could be offensive to certain family members, and I'm trying to figure out a way how to do this without being offensive, but being honest at the same time. So I have to take this into consideration. At first, I was just gonna blow the lid off the bottle. I really was. I was gonna blow the cap off the bottle. I was just gonna tell everything, and I still am. Gonna tell everything. Just not in a way where it's humiliating to anybody, because the things that happen to me in my life, I'm very forgiving, and I forgive them for what they've done. Because if I don't forgive, then how am I to be forgiven? I've done things in my life. I never hurt anybody. I pulled a stupid move about 11 years ago. The first time I ever done it, I tried to rob somebody, and I never done anything like that before, and I was stupid, and I did jail time for it. And as I should, I paid the price for my mistakes. And I grown up from that. I never done that ever again, and I never would do that ever I never done that before that day, and I never done it ever again. And I'm not sugarcoating it, but that's the truth. And it was terrible. It was wrong. I seen a person with a wad of money, and I told them, to give me their money, basically. And it was, I still can't believe to this day that I did that, because that's not me. I am not like that. I am a very caring person for other people, and for me to have done that is really, really horrific. And I am glad that I did a year in jail for that. I really am. I deserved it. And it was a learning experience. And I would never, if you want to impress somebody, or, you need money, that is not, take it from someone who has tried attempted robbery. Okay, now I have a felony on my record. I have an E-felony. It's the lowest grade, but still, it's still a felony, and I'm not proud of that. I'm just giving people advice. This is what I'm saying. I have a very long story. So, the next time I make a video, it is going to be full disclosure, from birth to present day, and it's really going to be... It's going to be epic, and I'm pretty much very glad to get all of this out, because my story needs to be told, because my story can help people on multiple levels of sexual abuse. I was abused as a child. I was a victim of child abuse, and it's not that I'm keep living in the past. This has nothing to do with that. I do not live every day thinking and pondering about what happened to me. There's Daddy. Daddy's home. But like I said, I don't wonder every day what happened to me and what happened to, I don't dwell on those. I'm sorry, I lost track. I don't dwell on those things. I don't. And excuse me, guys, I'm trying to cross the street safely. And people are very inconsiderate in this day and age when you're trying to cross with a child. So I have to look, all these different ways. So, yeah. It's just pretty much amazing. So my story can definitely, I'm sorry, like I said, I lost track. I had to cross the street, it was a fucking, Tito just came home from work, so, yeah, basically my story can cater to and help people that have been through, like I said, been abused as a child, a very young child, toddler, 4 to 8 years old. It can cater to being, help. When I mean cater to, is like the story a person can relate to, my story, if they've been through similar things. Oh, there's my Lidio. Say hi, Lidio. Say hi, Lidio. Say hi. Hi, Lidio. Look, it's Lidio, everybody. Lidio. And the baby's still sleeping snug. Where is he? There he is, my baby. Hey, how come I can't see your face on the camera? What's going on? Wait a minute, what's going on? I can't see. It's fucking weird as hell. Wow, where's my son's face on the camera? It's bugging me out. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on with my... Oh, there he is. I'm like, where's my baby? Where's my baby? Okay, I gotta go into the building. So, come on, guys. It can also help people that have been, raped, by, I was first of all, I was sexually abused by a family member, so it can help someone who's been through that, because I have very good advice about it, very good advice, know, especially your child, it was not your fault, and the person who did that will pay, and it's in God's hands, and you have to forgive them within your heart, because if you don't, you do not forget. You do not forget what they did, but you have to forgive them, because if you don't forgive them, it will eat you alive. Take it from someone who knows. Let's see, I was verbally and mentally abused by my stepmother, so I can definitely relate. Relatability is more of the word that I'm trying to get to. Here's my baby. Say hi, video. Oh, video. So yeah, also people that have been, like I said, verbally, mentally abused by a family member, can definitely relate to someone who's been through that, 100%. I can relate to people that have been raped by a family member. My stepmother's the one who was mentally and verbally abusive. I forgive her. I move on. And it's just everything that I went through, I take something from it. I take that I can never do that to a child. I barely even yell at my son. I feel bad even getting upset with him if he does something. I do discipline him, but I do not hit him, and I do not talk down to him ever. Because people that talk down to their children, I'm not going to lie, a few curse words have slipped out of my mouth. I'm only human, but I do not put him down, and I do not make him feel less of the great, wonderful child that he is and how talented and handsome he is. I'm always praising him when he does good. I didn't have that really as a child, very, very rarely. But, oh, hi, Tito. How are you? There's Tito, everybody. Say hi, Tito. Say hi to your fans. Uh-oh, how was work, Tito? Wait, do I got you on camera? There you are. How was work?
Good.
Work was good. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, you bringing it in? Should bite you. I need to take a walk to Family Dollar.
Yeah, I need to find a parking spot.
Papi, there was a parking
Oh,
spot
I can't
right
park
there.
in that
Why not?
area because they break the glasses in this side of the street. That's why nobody parks in there.
Tito, you gotta you gotta park there.
Why
There's
I
nowhere.
have to park there?
Okay, so park it in the garage then. Park it in there. Because I don't want to wait too long. He's sleeping, and I want to, if he gets up, he's going to want to get out and run around, and I want him to play upstairs with his toys. But anyway, like I said, I treat my son with all my heart. I give him love and affection to the end of the earth. And I enjoy it, and I spend time with my son, he's with me all the time. And it's going to be hard when he goes to school because I'm going to be miss him. But he's such a cutie, my baby's such a beauty. He is such a sweet. He'll feed me. He'll just hug me. He gives me this look like he adores me, and that. Oh my God, the cat. Get out of the street. Come on, let's go. That you can't replace that with anything in the world. There's nothing like having, someone you love loving you unconditionally. Even fur babies, they love their parents unconditionally. It doesn't matter if it comes from a child. It doesn't matter if it comes from a parent. It can come from anybody that you love, that gives you love. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So I can also relate to being homeless. I can relate to being addicted to drugs and recovering. And I can relate to people that have an abundant amount of faith, like faith that is unbreakable, faith that I can call in the name of the Lord Jesus and he heals me like that. He's done it before. There's been times I felt like I was going to die, and he, in predicaments, and also physical, numerous, like at least a dozen times. Like I felt like I was going to die and the Lord had saved me. Like I called upon his name and I said, Lord God, Lord Jesus, I know that you created the heavens and the earth and there's nothing you can't do. And he healed me just like that. Yes, he did. And the Lord is bound by nothing. If you have faith like that in him, he can do anything, absolutely anything for you. He's capable of everything and anything. Just you have to believe. And he's the one who took me on. You know, I stopped doing drugs. Just one day, never again, and if I'm not around it, but if let's say I was, which I will never be because I don't want nothing to do with that kind of lifestyle. I think that lifestyle is a waste of money, a waste of time, and a waste of everything, And I feel my heart goes out to people that have addiction. My heart goes out to them because it's not easy. It's absolutely very hard, and it takes all your money, it takes all your energy, and it's just a waste of time, and you don't need it. You know, you don't need it. And it can kill you, you know. I've seen it take people out, you know. Believe me, I've seen a lot of stuff on the streets from where I come from, you know. And, you know, nobody is born and says, oh, I want to be a junkie, like the old commercial back in the day. Oh, I want to be a junkie when I grow up. Nobody says that. But, you know, circumstances happen in people's lives, and it causes them to be in a depression, and that depression can cause people to want to be numb. And I can also relate to, you know, losing a child, not life, but losing them. Custody of your child for an unjust reason, and having the state take your children when you didn't deserve it and rip them from you, and you don't even know where they are. And then people, God forgive me, people that shouldn't be around them or allowed to be around them, people that are, you know, pedophiles and on Megan's list are allowed to be near my children, but I can't, and I never did anything to them. I never hit my children. I never abused them. I never neglected them. I was abused. I was a victim of domestic violence. That's another thing. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. Their father beat me, and that's why I lost my children. I was never on drugs. And then I can also relate to a person that gets pregnant on the street while they're homeless. Yes, that happened to me. It could have been a product of a rape. I'm not sure. I'm being totally honest. And I was also, this is a long story, but what happened with me was, I was already so deep into drugs, and I didn't know I was pregnant until 5 months. 5 months. You know how much that breaks my heart? That I was doing that when I was pregnant, and I didn't even know I was homeless. I was living in the streets, hustling. I had no idea I was pregnant. I got arrested one time, and the doctor she said something's wrong, because honestly, I'm going to be 100% raw now. This isn't for everybody. The doctor started pulling rags out of me. You know, that's why I said my story is, you know, epic. It's insane. I survived all this. And then she said, we're going to do some blood tests. Something doesn't seem right. And she did a blood test, and I wound up being pregnant. 5 months pregnant. And I had nobody, I can't say that nobody helped me. A lot of family members didn't know that this was going on, so I can't say, oh, I'm sure that if certain family members knew that this was happening, that they would have definitely helped me. I'm 100% positive. I know that if they knew I was pregnant, homeless in the street, that they would have tried to help me. I know it with all of my heart. You know, and I'm not going to mention any names of who didn't and who did, but basically I was by myself, and like I said, I know if certain family members knew I was there like that, in that condition, they would have definitely helped me, or they would have tried to help me. And I would have definitely took the help because I didn't have anybody. I was out there on my own, pregnant, addicted to drugs, didn't know what to do, had nowhere to go, already lost my first 2 children because of abuse, and here it is. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? And when I did have the baby, they said that this child is not coming home with you because I was too far gone, that they didn't even offer to help me, and it broke my heart that I had that situation. Killed me as a human being that happened. I just don't understand why God, the child is beautiful. He's a beautiful little boy. And, oh, fuck. Damn it, he could have got a fucking parking spot. I don't know where he went. Oh well, he missed out. There goes that idea. He was looking for a parking spot. He took off. I don't know where he went. But I'm gonna go upstairs, guys. But yeah, this is, it's a big story. Not story, life experience. So I just want to say that I have a lot of relatability with my life experiences, and I just want to help people. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I just want to help people that have been through similar things that I have been through, and I mean that. And I don't have to say this because it's for God to see. But like today, and I'm not bragging because human beings should help other human beings. So today, I'm walking and I see this man laying on the street. No, first it was a woman, excuse me. First it was a lady, an old lady. She was, they have these pillars with a screen in the city where you can plug in your phone or dial 911. They're called kiosks. They have them. So she was leaned up against there and she had a cart, and something told me to stop. I always would anyway, but something really urged me, provoked me to stop, compelled me rather. So I stopped and I told her, Jesus loves you, it's going to be okay. I said I was homeless for 15 years, and then I proceeded to walk away. And I said, turn around, I said, do you need anything? Because I just had bought food. I said, do you need anything? And she said, I can use some water for my, I didn't know she had a dog there. So she said, I can use some water. So I gave her some water, and there was a little beautiful little doggy, a little Pomeranian, so cute. And I'm wondering, God, how is it possible this woman is homeless with this poor little dog? It's just so many people are homeless with animals. God forgive me, pregnant on the street and all these things, and I know what it's like. It's not easy. So I gave her some water, and I gave her $5 for the dog. When I first gave her $5, I didn't know the dog was there. And then when I peeked over the cart, I seen a little furry baby, and I was like, oh, the poor thing. I was like, you know what, because I thought she wanted water to drink, and I said, I only have a container that, I'm drinking out of, people don't want to drink out of your containers, but it was for the dog, and, dogs, they don't mind, they just want the water. So I gave her the water for the poor little thing. And I gave her words of encouragement. I said I was homeless for 15 years. I said the Lord helped me, and He can help you too. Because, He will help you. If you have faith, He'll help you. But, it's just, yeah, that's real classy. God bless you, sir. You spit by a child? It's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. You see what I'm talking about? It makes me laugh. This old man just turned around and spit by my son's stroller. Did you hear what I said to him? I said, it's real classy. You should be ashamed of yourself. Sick, evil people. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with people, man. gotta pray for people like that. It's sad. I just don't understand how someone can do something like that. Like, how are you gonna walk past and spit by my son? And he did it on purpose. I'm not, I'm not reaching. The man did because he turned around. He could have spit forward. He turned his head. He was facing the other to spit near my stroller. Like it was to me. Like I don't even know you. What the hell is wrong with you? But I gotta go, guys. It's been real. God bless you guys. And like I said, I wasn't gonna get into all that, but that's just, like I said, I'm gonna get into it really deep and chronological.
I gotta go on you.